Y'all, in our marriage, we do what we call just let them be. We just let each other be. If I want to get a crazy haircut or a different haircut, Dustin just lets me do it. If he wants to start his newest hobby for the week.
Hi there. Welcome to the Coach Craig Kenneth Show. I'm your host, Coach Craig Kenneth.
And I'm your co-host, Coach Victoria.
And we love to talk about dating and relationships and what's going on out there in the world. And today we have a little clip of a couple. Is that right? I haven't seen this clip. And I guess allowing each other the space to be who they are.
Yeah. So I think this video is a really great example of interdependency, meaning you're able to rely on your partner when you need to, but also able to give them space to be their own person and be independent. So I think this video does a really great job of showing that. And the couple does a little voiceover over their life and them doing their own thing. So I thought it would be an interesting video to react to and something a little wholesome.
All right, let's see. I haven't seen this one.
All right.
Y'all, in our marriage, we do what we call just let them be. We just let each other be. If I want to get a crazy haircut or a different haircut, Dustin just lets me do it. If he wants to start his newest hobby for the week, I just let him do it and encourage him. If we want to take a nap on the weekends, one of us does and the other one doesn't, guess what? We're napping. Whoever wants to nap is going to get a nap. And although I love to clean house and do laundry, if there's a day that I just don't want to do it. I just don't have the energy. I'm just not doing it. Dustin says, take you a break. You deserve a break. Take you a break. And honey, he could care less if I vacuum or wash another piece of clothes for 3 weeks. And Dustin loves seafood. I do not eat seafood, but honey, if he wants seafood, we're going to eat some seafood. And I will make do if I have to eat off that kids menu. I don't care. I'm just excited that he's getting to eat his favorite. I make do. That's what we do over here. We just make do and just let each other be. We've always said we didn't marry each other to change each other. We married each other because we loved each other how we were. So we've stayed true to that. We just let each other be. We're just, like Dustin says, no fuss, no muss. We just let each other be who God intended for us to be. And we still grow and we learn every day. And we do it with joy because we get excited for each other and support each other. And it's the best way to be, y'all. And honey, it makes life so chill and our marriage just flows.
I really like the idea of liking who the person is and not trying to change them. I think one of the big problems of relationships is when we try to change that other person into a version of us, and essentially we try and get them to be a clone of us. And then it feels like you're destroying their identity. That's when they often want to leave the relationship.
And I love how in this video, they're also aware that they have different needs as well. Thinking about, okay, if one of them needs a nap, maybe they'll join each other and have a nap together. Maybe sometimes they'll let the other person do their own thing and then come back together when they have time. So I think this is a really great example of making it work. Sometimes we can feel like, man, me and my partner are just not compatible. We don't like all the same things. We don't want to do all the same things at the same time. That's normal. Of course, there's a difference between compatibility of core values versus compatibility of daily life and making things work. And so I think this couple has shown a really great example of making it work, being flexible with your partner, encouraging your partner, supporting them.
And not stressing over every little thing, not stressing or getting agitated because he wants to go eat seafood and she doesn't. And it's funny because, I have kids and a lot of times they don't want anything on the a seafood restaurant, right? So they'll eat off the kids menu, of course, right? So I love that she's doing that and she doesn't get agitated or upset. And it's interesting. I did read something recently that it talked about how incredibly stressed out wives tend to get when a man is relaxing. And and so I love that she said, if he takes a nap or wants to take a nap, that's great. That's fine. Go take your nap.
Yeah. And I also like that he's able to pick up on the slack sometimes too. When she needs some rest, she had said a joke about her not touching a dish for 3 weeks. Maybe it wasn't a joke. Maybe it was serious. But it sounds like they're able to kind of compensate for the other person to make life better for each other. And that's something that Margaret used to always say, that relationships are about multiplying the joy and dividing the grief.
Yeah, I do love this because it shows that they are conscious of how they're treating each other too, and they're thinking about it. Even though they're letting each other be, they're thinking about that person being who they need to be and allowing it.
Yeah.
So that's great. I like that one.
Yeah. And I also love the way that she says the word chill. Just makes our marriage
She's
so
got
chill.
a great accent. Where do you think she's from? Like Georgia or Tennessee? That'd be one of my two guesses.
Maybe somewhere in the South.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right. Let us know what you think about this one and the points that she's made. And because we want to hear what you guys have to think about things like this. This is a nice positive video.
Mm-hmm. Let us know.
All right. That's it for this video. I'm Coach Craig Kenneth.
And I'm Coach Victoria.
And we will talk with you soon.